Hey, this is Frank Joseph for another edition of the Wheel Estate Cam, and today is the fall edition. Hopefully you can see some of the foliage with the top down. Anyhow, I want to turn off the radio. I want to talk about when you're listing a place, the prospects of taking a loss. Taking a loss, I find, is 10 times worse than every dollar gain. So in other words, someone would have to make $10,000 to have the equivalent feeling as someone who loses $1,000. So there's this huge resistance to even lose $1 on selling their place. And I can't tell someone whether, if an offer comes in that's lower than they like and might result in a loss, what to do. It's not my decision, but here are some things to think about. One, you've got to look at the other properties that have sold and the other properties that are under contract. That's very important. A property that's under contract, appraisers cannot use that for their valuation. So if you have some bank properties that are under contract for much lower than the offer that you got, once those bank offers close and are recorded, then it doesn't matter whether or not you want to break even or not. Your appraisal is not going to come in, and no one's going to buy in this marketplace without an appraisal. So the appraisal is going to come in, see the bank properties that have closed, maybe make a little 5 or 10K adjustment because they're bank, and it doesn't matter what offer you get, you're not going to be able to close. So then the next calculation is, what do I do? If my alternative is to take it off the market, what are my options there? Hold on. And with that, you got to look at renting and what your mortgage is. If you're already looking to break even, for the most part, your mortgage is going to be close to your property amount, and your mortgage is not going to, your rent is not going to cover your mortgage after dealing with taxes and condo fees and stuff like that. Most people will lose anywhere from $300 to $600. Actually, yeah, $300 to $800 per month every month that you rent it. So then you've got to take that out 12 months. So let's say there's a $500 loss per month, times 12 is about a $6,000 loss. So if your decision is, oh, well, I'll just rent it, well, it might take 3 to 5 years in order to get back to a higher marketplace. So 3 to 5 years, losing $6,000 each year. That could be $18,000 before you know it. So obviously we can't make that decision for you, but just keep in mind those numbers and also the hassle factor. But if you don't have the money and you can't bring the money to the table, then you have no choice. But dipping into savings to sell a place seems like a really sucky thing, and it is, but that might be the best option for some people. And that's a wrap. Hopefully you got to see some of the foliage.